Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and this is my channel LindaTee 70. It's really good to have your company today. I usually start off the same way with these videos and I don't really know how to mix it up because you are very welcome. But I usually say to you, thank you so much if you're a returning viewer or a subscriber. And if you're new and just happened upon my channel, thank you for joining me today. Hope you stick with me. It's really good to have everybody's company. I don't really want to sit here talking to myself. I was just checking actually, my channel is almost a year old. I put my first video out, which is a bit of a bummer really, the video that is, on the 6th of October, and today we are the something early in September. Let me just check on my phone. Apologies if the lighting's awful, but that seems to be my speciality, awful lighting on my videos. 3rd of September, so it's 2024. Started my channel on the 6th of October 2023, which was around that time in October I had my birthday, so that was my 70th birthday, and that was my reason for starting. I mentioned this because I was just thinking about it, and I was chatting to my lovely friend Imi from the #1 ladies club, she's my lovely YouTube friend, and she started her channel just a few months ago, and we've been chatting quite a bit ever since, and her channel's beginning to take off. So I'm so pleased for her, because I can't tell you how good it makes you feel to get some positive feedback to your videos. You never quite know what people are expecting or people want, and it's great to have those of you that choose to comment. With very few exceptions, I've always had positive or comments. You know, some of them are suggesting things that I do, or I mean, I don't mind someone saying to me, well, I don't really like this, perhaps you could try that, or whatever. No one so far has been horrible. And it's just lovely to speak to you. Nearly everybody that comments most weeks, and it's I do look forward to reading all your views and your experiences. My previous video was the decluttering one, the wardrobe. Current husband is the next DIY job he's going to have to do is widen all the doorways, because he's got such a big head. Every time any one of you have said, oh, you're lucky to have someone that can do that, or he's done a good job, I've told him, and he's very full of himself. So thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm so sorry it was an hour long, that video. I mean, I just didn't realise when I was editing it together. I looked at the time and I thought, I don't know what to do here, because you're not supposed to. People don't really generally watch hour-long YouTube videos unless you're really fascinating, and I don't think I am. But I couldn't think what to take out, so I did take a bit out of me cutting a piece of like that sticky back plastic thing that I put on my dressing table. I had a piece of glass that I cut round, so I cut that bit out, but it didn't make much difference. So if you did watch it all, thank you so much. The next thing I've got to do is I've got another project. I'm quite excited about that. I get excited very easily about these things. I've got a couple of bits I can show you today if you're interested. If not, so this is the downstairs loo. I'm going to revamp the downstairs loo. And current husband, I think his chest is a bit puffed out because of all the praise you've heaped on him, because he's started to make a few suggestions of what he thinks he could do in there. So it's winner really for me. I've taken a photograph of it. It's a really tiny room. Basically, you've just got enough room for your loo, and there's a little hand basin. That's all that's in there. And there's no it's not a wet room or anything. It's just literally a downstairs loo. And since I've lived in this house, I must have decorated it 4 or 5 times, because I just get bored with stuff. Not people, but room decor. And so I had an idea of what I was going to do, but I've modified that in my brain now, because I don't know. I did have an idea to make it jungly in there, and I got quite excited about that, and I got a couple of samples of wallpaper, and then I thought, I don't know, when you sit there on the loo, do I want to look at parrots? I don't know. So anyway, I went off that idea, and current husband actually said, London Underground, what about that as a theme? So might be a bit of a diluted version of that, but that's what I'm thinking. So I shall show you a couple of bits I've bought to get us started on that job in a moment. I did want to say though, in the light of my channel almost being a year old now, I know a lot of people, when they reach a certain amount of subscribers, I'm not quite at the 2000, so if you could subscribe if you don't mind, if they get a certain amount of subscribers or they have an anniversary or something happens, they do prize giveaways and that. Well, I don't have anything to give anyone. I don't get sent anything by people. Everything I show you is what we have bought, and so I can't really think how that would work really. So I thought, well, if you would like to choose a topic of a video for me to do, maybe, I don't know if you want me to do something like a Q&A thing, or I did one of those before, but that you might have questions for me, or if there's something else you think that would be interesting for me to do or to show you. We're not talking about high wiring it across the Thames or anything. I don't want to do that, but just we could have a little chat about a particular subject if it interests you. So let me know. I'm kind of, I don't really have a lot of imagination, so I can't think of anything particularly splendid, but if there's an idea you've got in your head. So a couple of people have asked me about doing a jewellery video, and I'm mindful of that. If you make any suggestions, I do bear them in mind and hope to, because I'm here to entertain you, so I want to do the things you want to see. So I will think about how I'm going to do that. I did say to the person that suggested it, what do you mean? What do you want me to show you? And she said storage of jewellery. And when I was just doing my face, I was looking at my my sad little jewellery box with everything shoved in and all knotted up, and I thought I really need to get onto that and sort it out. So I will do something around jewellery, not sure when, but got a few other things to do before that. But thank you for the suggestion. And just on the subject of my previous video, when I was talking, when I talked about the stuff that was precious to me, and then I found my school reports, and I've had an awful lot of feedback from you about that. Lots of people telling me stories and what it was like for them at school, and it's really interesting, honestly. And so it's so good to read all these things. It feels like I'm getting to know some of you. And just another thing about school, we were chatting in the car, me and current husband were chatting in the car on the way to B&Q at the weekend, and I don't really know why we got onto the subject of PE lessons at school, but we did. Now, current husband is quite sporty. He used to be, football was his thing, and he used to play for local teams, and when he got a bit older he used to play a manager and then manage some local teams. We're not talking about Arsenal here, but we're just talking about the town where he lived. And so he's quite, and he's very team based. Anything, he quite often uses football. It's a big part of his life. Football is a bit of a analogy about discussing anything and how it's good to be in a team and everything. And I was completely opposite. I was absolutely useless at everything at school, no natural talent. And it got me thinking, I don't know if any of you know the answer to this, but when you go to secondary school or high school or what, I don't really know, I don't understand high school, I don't know what that is, but secondary school, and you have PE, if you all seem to sort of, well, in my day anyway, it was girls did hockey hockey, oh my god. Netball, I didn't used to mind netball, no good at it, but I didn't really mind, that. What else did the girls do? And then just sort of like athletic stuff, you'd have to do the long jump and stuff. I was absolutely rubbish at all that, and thank God the town I lived built the swimming pool on our old hockey pitch, so we didn't have to do that anymore. But when you're a bit of a fat kid, or it's not even being fat or overweight, I don't really think I was that bad at school, but I just wasn't interested and I had no natural ability. Whereas current husband has a sporting natural ability. I don't. I was at the back of the queue with that. And I was thinking, do they in schools now, because they didn't in my day, you know, you're streamed for English and maths and various other subjects. So the brighter ones are in this group, the not so good ones are in that group, and then the ones that really are struggling are in the bottom group. Do they do that for sport and PE these days? I've never heard any of my children. I mean, my daughter-in-law's a teacher, and I thought I should have asked her actually before I made this video, because she might, well, she'd know. But it seems sensible to me, if you want a person to grow up with a liking of being physical in a sporty way, you have to encourage them. So if we're prepared to stream people who are brilliant at English, for example, into a group, and then the ones that aren't so much in a separate, and then you encourage them or give them different sorts of things to manage. And with maths, all the great ones that don't find that a problem at all, put those in a, we do, don't we? We still do that. We stream people. So we stream them, the top maths group, and the next maths group, then the next one, the ones that really do struggle. I was one of those. Why do we do that for sport? Because I think we should. I think feeling like you're just useless for whatever reason, any of these things, while you've always got the elite children who are good at running, you know, they jump over the hurdles, they brilliant swimmers, they do all this stuff, and they get noted for that, and we all know that so and so over there, oh, she's great, I'm terrible. But if the people that were in my terrible group, my imaginary terrible group, if we had a teacher that nurtured what we could do and gave us specific things to, you know, that we could enjoy, and maybe in a slower way. We don't have to run up the, this is what we were talking about, me and current husband. It was the gym, the school gym, which always had a smell about it, and it always had those bars up the side, and they used to go up and down these bars. I don't know if they do that anymore with kids. I don't know if it's health and safety, but you know, anything like that, yeah, I mean, apart from being dangerous, no. So if they don't do it, they should do it. I think I've hit on something there. If it doesn't already exist, I think we should be having different groups of teachers. Because in my day, if a teacher thought you were rubbish at sport, you knew it. They weren't. It was none of this. Oh well, he's got lovely eyes. You know, it was just. They made you feel terrible about yourself, your image. So anyway. I think I've gone on enough about that. I shall get on to the next topic, which was my downstairs loo, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because we like a bit of a chat on this channel, don't we? So let me know what you think. If you were streamed in sports at school, I mean, most people that watch me are either my age or not that much younger, so we're probably all over like 55, we're 60 up to I don't know what. So you know, you might have experience of your children or grandchildren. I don't think my children were streamed in sport at school, but you know, maybe your grandchildren, if they're at secondary school, I'd be really interested to know, and it'll save me messaging my daughter-in-law. Anyway, enough about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my downstairs loo. I'll show you the bits that I bought for it so far. I've taken a photograph of it before, which I shall put in to my video, hopefully, if I can manage to do that, to show you what it was like before. But I'll just take you in there now. Lovely. just show you quickly how we are at the moment and what plans I've got for it, and I'd be interested to know what you think, and I will show you the bits and pieces that I've got thus far for it. So if you sit there and wait a few minutes, I'll be back. Right, this is a bit of a work in progress. So this is it at the moment. I had it as a industrial theme last time, so that's why this brick wallpaper is up. This shelf thing that I've never really liked there. There's obviously the sink. A shelf, don't mind that shelf, might reuse it, I don't know. This radiator has really rusted at the bottom. This is a new well, it was about 2 years ago that this was put in. It's really rusted because of course the towels things over it, and people have wet hands and dry dripping hands on here, and of course it's rusted, so I'm going to get a different sort of radiator. This bit down here, there's a sort of this bit here is, I think there's piping underneath it, and so I've taken all the tiles off of there, so the paper's going to come off. The current husband's removed all the tiling from there. It was this sort of tiling, in my moment of madness I put down. It's the worst stuff because you can't clean it, so it's a bit mad having that in a downstairs loo. So this is it, it's a tiny room, and we're thinking of putting a shelf along there which is level with the basin. Bit hard to explain. I mean, I know you understand what a shelf is, but a bit hard to explain really. Everything's just topsy-turvy at the moment, and yeah, with these other tiles need to come off tonight, and I'm going to start. Well, I'll show you in a second all the stuff I bought, and you maybe can see, but this is the size of room we're dealing with, so really small. Oh, creaky. Right, so the first thing to do is, the vision I had was when a current husband suggested London Underground, was a sort of a general London theme with a bit of underground thrown into it. Now, if you don't live in London and don't use the underground, well, I'm sure in the city you live there's some sort of tube train system. I'm sure most of the big cities must have them. I don't know if you call them metros or whatever, but we call them the tube. So I thought on that main wall as you go in, I found a paper from B&Q which was only 19 quid a roll, which I thought was quite cheap, and it's got like London buildings on it. Hold on, how can I show you this? Now, if you're thinking, oh my god, I think it's I'm really hoping it's going to look good when it's up. So this is just on the biggest wall as you go in, the wall facing you. So this has got, it depicts there's Big Ben, there's the Shard, there's that thing there that I don't know what it's called. So it's got some sort of notable London buildings in it. The Gherkin. Yeah, so it's kind of, and I thought black and white just to keep it not too, although it's a busy paper, I thought it would look, I'm trying to justify it to myself, aren't I? But I think it'll work anyway. So we've got that. The other thing is the flooring needs to be redone. I forget what was in there to start with when I first moved here, but current husband put some wood floor. I don't know if I showed it to you, but you can probably see if you look back or rewind or whatever. Like sort of, it's supposed to look like wood. It's I will get the words out in a minute. Not exactly laminated floor, but it's supposed to look a bit like wood anyway. But we thought we'd buy some of those sticky tiles, those big square tiles, and current husband chose these, and I don't know if you've seen my previous video, the pattern might be familiar to you. So they're 4 tiles this size, They are, how many in a thing? 11. There's 11. There's a square metre anyway, 11 pieces in here. How can 11 pieces be a square metre? Anyway, and this is the pattern. So this is actually the design of that paper that I put on my dressing table. So what a coincidence, he liked that, picked that. And so that's what we're going to put on the floor. So we quite like the idea of these tiles. Hopefully their brand is DC Fix, which is actually the same as the sticky back paper I used. And you can see they've got a lot of these kind of quite busy designs, and for a tiny little room like that, I thought it's just going to be too much. So this was basically the plainest one they did, unless you wanted something to look like wood flooring, and I didn't really want that. So I kind of thought, I don't know, something London Underground about that really, I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to do, that's the flooring. So you're going to have the wallpaper, this says the flooring, and that's all I've bought so far to actually show you that's going in there. I'm not sure, I'm going to paint the other two walls I think, because I don't want to put that black and white paper all round, because I think that would be a bit too much. When current husband did the wardrobes in the bedroom, he's got quite a bit of MDF left over, so he said about making the shelf, and he said actually he said he'd do a cupboard with doors on, but I'm not entirely sure I want doors on it, because I've got a cupboard under my sink and that holds all my cleaning stuff and my loo rolls, so I don't know that I might, I don't know, the jury's still out on that. And so I have bought, also I bought, which is sort of related, so we bought 2 packs of these, because I might, it's a bit hard to describe exactly what I'm going to do because I don't know yet, but you'll see when I've done it, and I'm hoping I'm going to get some of this done this week, so it should be a video for next week. So I bought some, also I've got to paint my wardrobe, the open wardrobe upstairs. So I've got, I bought some primer. Oh, hang on, I can show you that. Not that it's massively interesting, but I will. Right, so I got this universal Valspar primer for the MDF in the bedroom, the wardrobe, and hopefully this will go far enough. If not I'll have to buy some more. And just to paint the wardrobe upstairs, I've just got some quick dry Brilliant White eggshell. So there's a bit of a sheen to it. So that's for the wardrobe. And I also picked up a couple of these because I've done a lot of decorating this year, and I've used more than once all these things, so just got these cheapy ones there, fine, from B&Q, and some Solvite. Do they not sell ready-made paste anymore for wallpaper? I don't know, I didn't see any. And a plastic sheet to put down on the bedroom floor for painting, or any, you know, wherever I'm decorating, that'll do for a few uses. So those were those things. And with my other project, and I bought this paintbrush actually because I thought that'd be quite nice in corners, you know, when you're going in the corner of the room, and you know what I mean. So I bought that. So I've got some decorating stuff here to do paint the wardrobe. I've got some stuff to get in my brain about the downstairs loo and how that's going to look, and the idea with the excuse me. I don't know why you want to cough until you're all right until you do a video. I'm going to get some wall art, some London Transport wall art, because I live in the Watford area, as I've told you before, and we are on the Metropolitan line, so you know it's all kind of relevant, and I feel quite an affinity with London, having my family was born there and my you know, living there when I was younger, so you know, that I'm quite looking forward to see how that pans out. So yeah, and he's going to, as I say, he's going to do some stuff with the MDF, and of course there'll be some painting or something involved. I really don't know. It's kind of suck it and see with me. And on another note, so next week I am going to film my Christmas decoration declutter, which I am looking forward to doing it, but it's just, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed by the thought of it. My daughter and my friend are going to be here. Now, I'm not going to film them because they won't want to be, certainly my daughter won't want to be filmed, but I'm going to film some stuff and give you an idea of what we're dealing with here, and take you through as much of it that I can, and you know, certainly what I'm getting rid of, because my loft is it's bulging with the stuff really. So with a view to that, let me just move my bits out of the way. I went into Asda today, I know, my favourite, and they had, because people are going to university now, they've got all these sort of packages and packs made up for they think that, you know, students want. And I bought 2 sets of this. This is with a view to the Christmas decoration clear out. So you've got 3 boxes here. There's 45 litre capacity, and you've got 3 for £17. So I bought 6 of them because I just don't think I ever buy enough of these things. So the idea or the thinking is, as we go through stuff, because obviously I'm not going to throw everything out, because I've got stuff that I'm quite, you know, attached to for all sorts of reasons, or just really like. But you know, I've got plenty of places to put stuff, so we can kind of keep it in some sort of order as we're going. So yeah, 40, what did I say? 45 litres. I don't know why they measure boxes in litres. I don't know. But anyway, so they were in Asda, and as I say, there's 3 of them for £17. You heard it here first. So yeah, I'm quite excited that I've got a few projects to do. So the downstairs loo and the loft, it's going to be so much different, so much more organised. And I kind of think the older I get, because as current husband pointed out recently, you are 70 and you don't know how much longer you're going to be around. So almost 71. Do you think I should change my channel to LindaTee 71? How would we think about that? Oh, do you know what? I was looking for something. I'm getting a bit bored with some of the people I watch. Not everybody, but some of the people I watch are just kind of doing the same things all the time, which is great if that's what you want. But I don't know what I want to watch. Don't know who. And I don't know what subjects. So anyway, I basically, in the search engine on because I watch YouTube on my TV, I searched for I don't know, was it plus size older ladies, something like that. Well, that you can imagine the sort of videos that came up on that. But and then I put 70 over 70, was it? Over 70. And my channel didn't come up, and I thought the algorithm thing would find the 70, and so I tried plus size channels over 60 or 65 or something, and then it did show up. But I thought it's just interesting really. The reason I called my channel LindaTee 70, I've said this before, so sorry for repeating myself, but because I found lots of channels for people that were 50 or over 50 or over 55 or whatever, and even over 60. But I thought, what about people that are even a bit older than that? Because you do change with the things you want to listen to and the things you want to watch. And there's, you know, obviously similarities, but sometimes you just want something a bit different, more suited to you. So that's why I put the 70 in, because I thought if someone does what I'm trying to do, search for things for over 70s, that it would show up, but it doesn't. Well, it didn't when I put that in, so I don't quite know why I'm going wrong there. But anyway, not that it matters how old anybody is. It's just I just wanted something a bit more specific to, well, just to find people like me, really, that, you know, I don't know what I'm like, but, you know, people like me. And I think I have. I think I found a lot of you, you are a bit, well, you are like me. So it's been worth doing. Anyway, I feel like I've got verbal diarrhea today, so I shall leave it there. So I shall endeavour to get this up today, because this is Tuesday, and I usually put, but I spent a lovely morning yesterday with my granddaughter building Lego. She's such a little sweetheart. She's really into Minecraft Lego, and there was a particular set she wanted, so I got it for her. And we sat there yesterday, and basically she was building it and I was passing her some of the bits. You know, I didn't get too involved because I don't think she wanted me to actually do it. But yeah, but so I spent some time with her, and basically I didn't have a lot of time to do any filming yesterday, so I'm doing it today. Excuse me, and hopefully I'm going to get this video out for this afternoon. It's midday now, so hopefully it won't, I keep saying hopefully. It won't take me too long, I don't think, if it all goes well. So thank you so much. I've got that little cough again. Sorry. So that's the next project, is the downstairs loo. Intertwined with that somewhere, the painting of the upstairs open wardrobe. And yeah, so I will show you that when it's all done, and I will see you hopefully at the end of the week. I shall think of something else to come and bore you with. I do hope I haven't gone on too much. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's the matter with me today. Perhaps I need to get out a bit more, although I have been to Asda. And I will see you very soon. I look forward to hearing from you about anything you want to talk about. If you've got any ideas for a first birthday video, that would be good. If you want to ask me anything or give me your opinion on anything, do let me know, and I will see you very soon. So take care. Bye bye.